What's up, guys and girls? This is Timmy and welcome to Star Shelter for the HTC Vive. So you find me here just floating gently through space. Actually heading down to this, which we'll talk about in a minute, because Sod's Law, just I come on to do a introduction, this thing shows up and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I wanted to first say that it's been a little while. I've not been around, not been doing videos. Reason for that, as I've kind of briefly talked about before, nothing major. It's kind of just been a group of factors. Been just really busy and just loads of personal shit going on. Nothing major, just usual life sort of crap. Which meant I just have had very little time, and also just not shit. That asteroid was close. Not been in the sort of frame of mind to do recording, so. Hence why I haven't really done much. I have actually been recording. I've actually recorded quite a few different things since the last video I put out. But yeah, I just haven't. It's neither not really worked out from a technical perspective. I'm playing a lot of VR at the moment. VR for me, for some reason, is just a pain in the ass to record sometimes. This one being classic example, so God knows if you'll ever see this, because I've recorded this game several times and it just keeps failing. But also, YouTube is just such a difficult and weird thing at times. It's or it feels like such a lottery at times, and very little sort of feedback in terms of, what works and what doesn't work. It just sort of, I don't know, it just feels a bit random, and it kind of just makes you start thinking that, oh, no one wants to see what I want to do.
Class
And
1 comet is incoming.
I can't do anything about that. I'm miles away from the base. Yeah, and it's just, I don't want to bash and moan about YouTube, because who wants to hear that? But it's just sort of, I don't know, it just sort of saps your motivation a bit, that it's just sort of, you put stuff out and it just doesn't go anywhere, and it just, I don't know, maybe I'm just rubbish. But anyway, enough about all that crap, because today we are recording, we are playing something, and I really do like this game. So if you've not seen this before, it's kind of, I would call it like Subnautica in space, basically. If you've seen and played Subnautica, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. I've got to be careful because I am on
Impact
the clock.
averted.
I'm going to run out of oxygen at some point. So yeah, basically, you start off on your ship in the sort of little tutorial thing. The ship goes wrong, destroys itself for some reason. I don't think it really explains why that is. And you end up sort of floating in space with this thing up here that you can see the circle around is my little escape pod type living pod, kind of like the one in Subnautica. And you have to sort of gather from the sort of wreckages and satellites and various things that are floating around in orbit around the your station, and then you can craft and build stuff. And when I get back to the capsule in a bit, we'll show you. But the reason I've got quite excited, and the reason this is kind of unfortunate, is this is a mining asteroid mining colony type thing, and the things that are in orbit are changed, so it's not always the same stuff. The stuff comes in past you and then disappears. And when I first started playing, I saw this thing, and then I haven't seen it in hours and hours of playing. And to be honest, I kind of started to think that I'd imagined it. And then I come on to do this, and it's right here. So I've kind of had to unfortunately jump ahead. But I'll give you a little quick thing, which is so basically just shebang what I've got. Obviously, these are my hands. These are my gauges, so oxygen, power, health, and food. Which are doing okay, but not going to do great. I have like this little inventory thing. If I press this, I can actually stick stuff in here. I haven't got anything. Had I have known this was here before I set up, I would have bought some supplies, but I didn't. And then I have like materials for crafting, which I'll show you how to gather those in a minute. And a few menu and missions and things like that. So so to get in here, I actually have to hack this. And the way I do this is going to cost me power, which I have. And there's a little mini game puzzle thing to do, which is not too complicated, but let's see if we can give it a go. So I have to line up these 3 circles with, that was pretty easy actually, with that line, and certain circles move other ones at the same time, if that makes sense. So kind of you have to work out what order to align them in, but that was actually pretty easy. Okay, there is like radiation in some of these stations, and I have no, so I was just scared of what was going to be behind that door. I have no radiation protection right now, so I gotta be careful. If you're wondering what you're seeing in front of you, by the way, because when you're recording off VR, you kind of, the VR screens are actually round, so it kind of crops it. If that's why you often get like a really close in view. So you're kind of seeing, I think, just my left eye, which is why there's kind of this weird line. The line that you
Warning.
can see
Class 1
is
comet
actually the
is
outline of my
incoming.
mask that I can normally see. When we go somewhere with oxygen, I'll be able to show you that a bit better. Right, this is a chest. Unfortunately, this is a chest key. They don't always spawn with the key right next to them, so you can find the keys on their own.
Oxygen level at
Right, what we got
50%.
here, this is just stuff to harvest. These are quite important. These are power cells, and these are oxygen cells. So this is what I mean by the inventory. I can actually stick stuff in there. Oh, shit! I just took my fucking mask off. Okay. Okay, that is not a good idea. That hurt me a little bit. This stuff is the kind of stuff you can craft. So this is a compressor, I think, which is a kind of high level. And the way
Impact averted.
I actually grab this is if I press, I can turn my magic finger on and I can actually break this down and get the resources from it, and it goes into this window here. That does use power doing that though, so I've got to be a little bit careful about using that too much. Ooh, a chest key. Let's grab that. Obviously, I probably should have mentioned this first off. Let me just turn my light on because I imagine for you guys it might be a bit dark. This is food, but I've never really figured out how I eat this, so I'm gonna actually I'm gonna keep this and then I'll break it down later. You can find some food things you can eat. Oh, there's a chest there. Fucking hell, I didn't even see that. Let's grab that key out again. Boink. There we are. Ooh, locker code. What's that? Can I keep that? Yes. What is this? Some of these things I haven't seen before. We're going to use, the way you use oxygen is you stick it in your little port thing here, and it just fills up your tank, and then you can actually harvest the broken one. I'll just leave it there for now. What is this thing? I've not seen this before. Hang on. It is whatever that is. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. I may have made them because you can craft the more advanced materials, but I don't know. Right, how are we doing oxygen wise? Not too bad. Power's a bit low. Oh shit, okay. That's what I need the locker code for, and it was 3846. 3846. That was weird. Discord went off at the same time. Oh, this is a cool little thing. This is like a shield. There are asteroids, if I can grab it the right way, asteroids that can hit you, and there are also these like drone things that shoot at you, because you do actually have a gun that you can shoot back with. Wait, was that just locker number 1? Locker 1, 3846. Okay, so there's going to be another locker code somewhere. This I can get like biological and stuff like that. I'm not too worried about that stuff right now. That's gears or something. This thing has some advanced materials. I'm gonna get
Not
that.
enough power.
Oh shit. Okay, so you can see my
Research
power is
level
out.
at 50%.
I can use these, as I
Low
say, like the.
power.
Oh, I know I've got no power. Like the oxygen ones, I can actually get them. They will give me 2 glass, but I'm not too worried about that. I can get glass in lots of places. We're going to use both of those, and I'm not going to break them down or break that down because I'm a little bit worried about power. Just so you know, moving around, obviously I'm kind of grabbing myself around because it's sort of 0 gravity and I can fling myself around.
Oxygen level at 50%.
Okay, oxygen's at 50%, we're going to be careful with it. And it will, my momentum will carry me around. But I do also have, which I'm not going to use these.
Class 1 comet is
These are
incoming.
like little thrusters which I can use to direct myself around, but they use oxygen, so I'm not actually going to use too many of these. Can I? What are these? I can't break these down. It's a shame. What's that? That's just a little material thing. Not worried about that. These are quite good to break down. These have got like electronics and things which are quite rare. Ooh, that's a big power thing. But I'm gonna have to start speeding up a bit because power, I mean, oxygen is going to become an issue in the not too distant future. Pinging myself across. Like I say, I can just use my little thruster thing, but I don't want to. This
Impact
thing,
averted.
okay, that's just that. All those warnings, by the way, are when asteroids are going to hit my station, and then when we get there, I'll show you what that means. This is another mini game. I need to put these into the right spots. In the time. There we go. And yeah, research point gain. So basically you can get upgrades for your suit and things like that back at the station. Ah, shit, that wasn't attached to anything. And those research points are how you achieve that. Book, again, that's just organics. I'm not really worried. But this is locked. Oh, there's a keypad. Do I have enough power to hack this? Just, maybe. Okay, that's a single one. Basically, there's one that moves 2 at once, one that moves 1 on its own, It's not, oh my god, hurry up. So what you have to do is, what I generally do, line them all three up, and then grab the one that does all three, and there we go. Okay, we are very low on oxygen. We need, come on, give me an oxygen pad. Another chest. Orange seed. I've got so many seeds. I'm not too worried about that. Oh shit, my power just went out because I've run out of power. That's annoying. Oh, I really want to break down all this stuff. This is so valuable, all this materials. I think we're going to have to abort here and go back to the base, get recharged and come back before this thing goes out of orbit. So let's just do that, because I don't want to die out here with all this stuff on me. I don't really have that much stuff, but the research points are nice to keep. And there's probably maybe more of this to explore that I haven't seen. It's kind of weird that you can kind of just... I wish you were in like a laid down position. You're in a kind of upright position at the moment. And yeah, it's just a bit weird because I'm glitching through stuff all the time. So I kind of would rather have a line
Oxygen level at 25%.
Yeah, I know, we're going home. Yeah, have like a lying down position maybe. I mean, the ideal would be have like the Vive trackers on my feet, and then it could track where my feet would. But then I'd be standing up all the time anyway, so that wouldn't really make sense unless I lay down. Right, so in order to save oxygen, I'm going to make sure I'm not going to hit anything in my real world. I'm going to fling myself upwards. You can see I'm going at max speed, but I am going the wrong way, so I'm going to have to adjust my orbit a bit using my little thrusters. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going straight for my home, and yeah, oxygen low. So my oxygen will recharge from my station, but I actually need.
Warning. Class 1
Which way? This way.
incoming.
Slow myself down. But you do need to generate oxygen in your station. It's not just like it's magic. It produces a tiny amount on its own, but it's barely enough to keep you alive. Oh, and here we are home. So in through the airlock, pull the lever. And here we are. Right now I can actually open up my map, so you'll probably see kind of the edge of the map now. You probably see what I mean about what you're viewing versus what I'm viewing. So here we are. So how this kind of works, this is my main sort of station. Here's my oxygen level, which as you can see is 0. I'm gaining a very tiny amount. Have I got any holes in my space?
Impact averted.
No. This is my power. You use this for crafting. You also recharge. You can see I instantly recharged when I came in. I'm getting a bit of gain from this because I actually have a load of solar panels outside, but I've also got defenses which drain the power quite a lot. But I'll show you that in a moment. This stuff here is like my main menu. So research, that's where you can see I've got 2 research points right now, and I can put them into various things. Crafting. So basically, this is where I can make all of the things that appear in here, but I can also make actual physical things. So like, for example, these planters you made somewhere there, and that's a beacon code. I've never really used that because I've not found a beacon code yet. And you can make a various sorts of things. Most of it goes on the outside. Oxygen is coming from... How much food have I got? I'm pretty hungry. This is an oxygen plant, so this is generating oxygen a little bit for my station. This is food. I can eat my little apple. And my little pear. They don't give you huge amounts of food, but they're not too bad. So we are going to be a little bit careful. We're going to keep an eye out for some more food, I think. Inventory, you have like a bigger version of what you got in your hand. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of crap at the moment. I've got I'm guessing I can't eat these because I can't tell you how much I've pissed around with trying to open these cans, and it just never seems to work. So I'm assuming that that's probably not a thing, and I should probably just break them down for the resources. Why can't I break this up? There we go. What do we bring back? Plasma shield. I had loads of plasma shields at one point. I'm not sure what I did with them all. They just seemed to vanish out. Maybe I knocked them out of my inventory and didn't realise. Well, I suppose we don't really need that anymore, but we'll keep it anyway. We're going to drop this off, even though, as I've already said, probably don't need it. And I'm going to actually take, for once, some of these freaking power and oxygen. I'm such a hoarder. Like, I get this stuff and I just don't want to use it. I'm like, what if I never find any more? But let's assume we are. Right, let's head back over there straight away. We'll finish. Yeah, there's a bit of a glitch there where I'm still in the airlock, but because I'm kind of glitching through the floor there, I thought I had no oxygen. Okay, that's still down there, so it's not going anywhere too fast. Oh shit, okay, there's a drone. We need to take this out. Maybe if I can get... Oh shit, I keep hitting my ceiling in real life. If I can, yeah. So this is the outside. These here are my laser turrets. So that when I keep hearing talking about asteroids, they will hit and actually do damage to my station. These things will take it out, but they've only got a limited arc of cover, so you have to sort of put them all the way around. At the moment, I've got them round, as you can see, not a great deal. Where I put them at the moment is basically,
Warning. Class 1 comet is incoming.
we're going to see a comment, is to protect my sort of main structures and things like that, because if it hits and destroys the panel this is on, I'm not sure they would grow through the wall like that. It will destroy the thing behind it, hence why I've put all this, and these are my solar panels which are generating power. So we're pretty good power-wise at the moment, but I will need to build more solar panels if I'm going to build any more thrusters. Right, the thing I am, where the hell did that drone go? And also, where is this asteroid coming from? Here's the asteroid. So yeah, there's no protection here, so what we can do is we can try and shoot it out. We have to do this.
Impact
Ooh.
averted.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the last second so you don't miss, because this thing is kind of hard to aim. You can get upgrades with like a laser dot, but I've not got that yet, unfortunately, and I suck at aiming. So you know what, fuck that drone. We're going back down here. Bye bye, space station. I'm gonna go finish searching the rest of this. We can get that as a research point, because I have the power now. Ooh. Oh yeah, recharging your gun using your power. I'm just wondering why I'd use some power there, but right, let's try and have a quick look at this from a layer. Is there a upper level? It does look to me like there. Oh no, there isn't. No, because you come in on that level. Okay, I'm going a bit. Stop. The Vive remote sticking on. Grab, rip arms off. Fortunately,
50%.
what's food's at 50%. Yeah, fortunately you do have arms of steel, so you can kind of grab onto stuff and it doesn't break your wrists, which is quite nice. There we are. Oh, what's that? That's a dead one. I was gonna say, how did I miss that? So we're still looking for the locker code in here. Let's just have a look around, make sure it's not hiding in a corner somewhere. Can I grab that? Yeah, no, it's not in there. I don't think I can open these. I'm gonna turn the light on. It does use my power, the light, so I have to be a little bit careful. Ooh, there's a power on there. I see a power on. You know, just stick that on because it will. Yeah, it will actually just use it slowly. It won't waste it if I put it in there. And another power one. I really wasn't paying attention, was I? It's not behind here, is it? Where the hell would that code be? We're not going to break down that. We'll break down the stuff in that other room, because that stuff in the other room is pretty cool. The other thing which you probably noticed, like the volume of what is that? Can I get that? It gets really like muffled when you go outside, because obviously you're in vacuum, which is quite nice. It's I don't know, it's just a nice effect. As you drop out through the thing, everything becomes muffled. I didn't have any keys back at home, so it didn't matter that I didn't bring any to get into that. What's that over there? I don't know, normally, no, nothing. I think normally glowy things mean something, but apparently not that one. Open up, just make sure I didn't miss anything through here. Where would I be if I was a locker code number 2? That is the question we're all asking. Is this,
Warning.
oh look, that's actually
Class
snapped.
1
Can I
comet
snap?
is incoming.
Oh, that's pretty cool effect if I could snap it back in there. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already got orange seed, but we'll grab them anyway. I need keys. There must be, they must be in here. Can I get this? Oh, I can. What the hell's this? I don't know what that is, but yeah, let's get the research point first. Can I open any of these drawers? You can actually open certain drawers and cupboards. No, apparently not. Make sure to grab that. Right, let's hack this. So I'll be quick. I always screw this up.
Impact averted.
Okay, here we go. That one is that one. That one is that one. That one must be that one, and that one must be that one. There we go. Phew. It's actually draining my power. It's how much power I've got determines how long I get to do that. So it can get pretty frantic at times. Right, let's grab this thing down here. How are we doing with power? Yeah, we're good. To grab all of these, say these are pretty. Can I grab that little old robot arm thing? No, I don't think so. Can grab this though. We're wanting, this is glass. I think that's actually just metal pieces. I don't think that's that impressive. That round circle there, I don't know what that is. I've not seen that before.
Oxygen level at 50%.
Okay, thank you for the warning. That's just glass, but we'll get some glass. And then, where was the other thing that I thought that I wanted? Can I get this?
Need more power.
Oh shit. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have power. We have power. Gonna chew through our power though. Can I? So I'm guessing the codes must be in one of these chests, but as I said, they don't have any keys. That is not going to work for us. So let's just head back. Double check we didn't miss any other doors or anything. Don't think we did. Essentially, we need 2 keys. We'll keep looking around for a little bit, see if I can find any keys. We'll go and check out a couple of other bits of wreckage. And if we don't, then we'll have to... what the fuck? Okay. I don't know what I did there, but now I feel like I'm kind of trapped in amongst them. That was weird. There are like some of these stations have little can't open mini game type things where you have to do stuff on the station and it unlocks other areas, but I don't think that's what that is particularly. Okay, let's stick our noses outside and see what's out there, shall we? Yep. Oh man, there's something like, I mean, this is partly why I really like VR, and obviously, you know, there's a lot to this game, but it is simple in some ways. But this is the thing why I love VR right now, is although it is still basic, and hopefully in the future we'll look back and say,
Warning.
you know, I
Class
hope
2
this is...
comet is incoming.
My God, there are just comments all the time today. You know, that hopefully things will improve a lot and the graphics will improve and the whole experience will improve, but it's still just amazing to be able to just be here floating in space, you know, and experiencing kind of things which are just not possible, you know, in the actual real world. And that's just, say, that's why I love VR, why I'm playing so much of it at the moment. This thing, we did bring oxygen, right? Yeah, this thing up here is a spaceship. It's kind of like, I guess, like a tier 2. So all of these, you got like these debris stuff, which is just general stuff.
Impact averted.
You have satellites, like maybe just see one down there, the blue light, like
Oxygen
dots
level at 25%.
above and below. They have like slightly better materials and things like that. These can have a chance of having, you know, sort of top tier loot. Okay, there's the entrance. This, I've been on this spaceship before. I didn't really recognize this spaceship. It could have been updated since I last played. Oh, good, there's no code here, so I don't need to use power. It's just a manual airlock. There we are. There we are. Oh, put it all away. Okay, no radiation. That's good. Let's turn on the light a bit. I don't really use the light normally. I can see pretty well, but I am aware of you guys maybe can't see quite as well. Right, so which power do we have? Let's just stick one of these in. Okay, if we hack this, I think it'll open up another part of the ship for us. So let's give that a go. Okay. Okay, shit.
Ignition level at 25%.
Okay, I'm really fucking this up. Okay, come on. Come on, you grab the right one. So that's gonna, there we go. There we go. Whew, I thought I was gonna screw that one up. Okay, container 2 open. So yeah, so this actually opens up the cargo containers on the outside of this ship. Just quickly check. Any keys by any chance? An oxygen thing, we'll have that. Oh, that's food. That's actually food I know I can eat, so we'll grab that. What's this stuff? Ooh, more food. Obviously, the downside with food is I have to open my mask to eat it, and well, as you may or may not guess, that's not a good idea in space. Did I actually open these? Hang on. I don't know, let's go check. Hopefully they don't just stay open for a short period of time. Let's find out. So, I think I have been to this one before. Turn off the light. Where's the, how do they open? Where's the way in? It's basically opening these things on the side. Go away, you. Pinging off all my inventory. How do I get in here? Okay, maybe it's these things on the back,
Warning.
actually.
Class 1 comet is incoming.
Yeah, here we go, here we go. Okay, still
Oxygen
open.
level
Okay,
at 25%.
so this is radiated. So unless there's something particularly in there that I want, seeing a key right on the other end probably. There is something right down there in the corner I can see.
Dangerous radiation levels detected.
Fine, right,
Acceptable
okay.
radiation levels detected.
Right, apparently when I say I don't have any radiation protection right now. So, what? Why can't I get in this one? Do they close?
Impact averted. Comet shower
Okay,
incoming.
gimme. Okay, I'm gonna have to go home. Oh shit. This is a bad time. Oh, I got rid of the... Okay, I'm just gonna take damage. There's nothing I can do. There's nowhere for me to hide. Home. Okay, so basically guys, I think that there's only one container. That's why I didn't really recognise it, because it actually says number 2 on the side of that, and you see probably where the other 2 of them should have been. So I guess they spawn with random amounts of containers, but that is not our main issue right now, because as I say, we are running out of oxygen, we are very low on food, so I'm going to make a bolt back to the base. Hopefully our apples and things like that will have grown. Break my wrist, but we're fine. Yeah, but anyway, I thought I gave you the little vague idea, the kind of things you can see in some of the spaceships. Okie
Oxygen
doke.
level depleted.
Home. Oof. Ah, fresh air. Is there anything better? Right, let's eat this paste and this paste. Hopefully, okay, that gives a little bit of food. The last thing so that's kind of, oh dear, something got damaged. We're losing oxygen. There we go. Yeah, so the last thing I kind of wanted to show you, so there is a bit more. There is this thing, but I say I have, I have never found a code to use on this, so I don't know what to do. I feel like there's something I can find that'll slot in there, but I haven't found any of that yet. Maybe they would have been in those chests. I haven't got any keys hidden in here anyway, but no, it might have been in those chests on the space station, but we'll have to unfortunately check that out another time, because to be honest, look at that dirty little drone out there. By the time I find a key, there's 2 of them. Hey, fucking do one. Whole fucking like empty space here. Why are you pestering me? Let's see these. Yeah, we'll have to wait unfortunately until that comes around our orbit again and we're actually able to go back there, because I don't think I'm going to find any keys before it disappears. So, the last thing I want to show you was a bit of the crafting side of things. What I really want to be able to make is another turret. So this tells me what I need. I am a crystal short and I am a circuit short. Now apparently we can make a circuit, metal, glass and energy cells. We have various supplies of those. So if I touch this, and now we can make a shield, but I'd rather get another turret down. I think do I have the power? I need 40 to power defenses. I need 1 a second, so hopefully, yeah, we are maxed out on power still, so that's fine. So I just need a crystal. Oh, I can make crystal. Are you serious? Glass and energy cells to make crystals. So basically, you can find the stuff out there, but you can also craft a lot of it. So, I need 1 more. I have just enough, I think.
Warning. Class 1 comet is incoming.
Oh, what? I need another crystal. Damn it! Okay, let me go grab that stuff to make that, and then I'll show you the building mechanics, and then okay, fine. And I think that'll be about everything that there is to see. Cells and glass.
Warning. Reading drone signature.
Yeah, unfortunately, on my way out to go and grab these resources, this drone has tagged me, and it's being a bit of an arse.
Impact averted.
So we're gonna grab onto this satellite, pull ourselves around, grab that very large oxygen thing. That's very nice, thank you. Grape seeds, book, not really worried about. Damn it! Oh, I need some glass. Oh, okay. The bullets are pretty slow moving, so you can avoid them, and you can quite easily use the debris and terrain to defend yourself. Yuck. So it's not too hard. They are, however, okay, pretty hard to shoot, particularly at this kind of range. Like I say, the sight, I just can't figure out the sights on this one. Oh, there we go. And you get unlimited shots in the sense, but it does use a lot of power to reload, so you have to be very careful. I think what we're going to do, because if we hit it once, there's only one more shot to kill it, is I'm going to let it fire, then fling myself at it. There we go. Fuck you, bitch! Boom! The good thing is, actually I just remembered, there's another drone there. It hasn't tagged me yet, I don't think, but it will. You can actually get pretty good resources from these, so... it's firing away from me.
At 50%.
It's weird because obviously, because we're in space, you get the whole sort of relative momentum thing. So, grab it. It's sort of weird sometimes. The movement, you feel like look how fast I'm moving compared to that, even though it didn't look like that I was moving at all.
At 50%.
So everything has relative. God, look at all the bloody satellites all of a sudden. Crazy. I actually got a crystal from that guy, so I've actually got everything I need now. But I'm still gonna kill this guy. Ooh, got a shot on me. Whoa, he's not dead. Ah, give me my gun. Ooh. I love the power. Come on, you fucker. Oh, it dodged my shot. Oh, I hit its shot. So you can't shoot projectiles out of the sky. Oh, I'm low health. Oh, got it. I get after it. We have the oxygen, fine.
Normal mode enabled.
Ah, we can chase it. You can get loads of upgrades for your guns, like split fire and say sights and torches and things like that. I think so. That's why she keeps saying normal mode enabled. Come here, little droney. Come here. There we go. Grab it.
Class 2 comet is
Okay, that was a bit
not
intense.
enough power.
Okay, fine. We'll go home and grab the power at home. Let's take it with us. Our little droney friend. It is broken. It's like a mini version of Henry from Cyrus.
Spaceship has been damaged. Oxygen is leaking.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still alive. Okay. I thought the game crashed then, but apparently it didn't. I have taken a big hit, apparently. Yeah, see, this is a level 2 repair, which means that it's...
Spaceship oxygen has been depleted.
Yeah, damn it. Repair! God damn you. Wait, fix. There we go, okay. If that stays low for too long, all my plants will die. But I think I got it in tight then, hopefully. Hopefully, I don't know. Right, what do I have? I have what I need now, right? Okay, sorry, that really just... I thought the game had crashed. This game has crashed a few times when I've been recording before, which is kind of annoying. Right, anyway, we have what we now need to make a turret. Yep, nice. So let's fire that up. And... if I could actually hold the button... Okay, I don't need to hold it. I'm cancelling it by sticking my finger in there. So the way this works, it'll craft it, and then it'll put it into this little menu on my hand here. In theory, there we go, nice. And now I can go outside. Close it. And open up this. I can now go and place it on the outside. So what we want to just do is, because I think eventually I want to get to a point where I've got turrets all the way around. So obviously then I'm perfectly protected. And I feel like I could probably do 3 gaps and it would probably 90% of the time be okay, but just to be really sure, I'm going to do it just with 1 gap. So you can see the cone that it will cover. I think that's going to give us pretty good protection. You can see it just melting out of thin air. And 1, and there we go. So yeah, so we're getting there. What have we got? So only 1 there, 1 there. Probably 3 more-ish. 3 more turrets to give us sort of all 360-degree cover. It's a nice effect when that appears. But yeah, guys, that is kind of broadly all there is for Star Shelter. So it's still early access, it's still developing. I think there's going to be a lot more sort of mission and story elements coming along the way, but it is a really nice concept, and it's one of these games where, although it's not stupidly limited, don't get me wrong, but although the content is not fully fleshed out, the core mechanics of the game just work, and it really just does what it says on the tin. You know, this is floating around in space as a spaceman gathering up stuff, and it does that really well and in a really satisfying way. So if you haven't played this and you have got
Warning.
a
Fast
VR
warning
headset, I
comet
would
is
very
incoming.
much recommend it. So I'm gonna embed myself in this glass dome with this weird hue, which is actually really off-putting. And I think I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. So I want to thank you for stopping by. As I say, there will be more content coming, sort of as and when. But I say I've got a few things that I've got in mind that I'd like to do. So do this guy. So yeah, there will be more stuff
Normal
coming,
mode
and say if there
enabled.
is stuff not that one. There is stuff that you'd like to recommend or suggest, then feel free to do so. And I think it's
Averted.
interesting, and I think I could do something with it, and I probably will. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for stopping by today. I have been Timmy. This has been Star Shelter. As I disappear into the void, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope very much you're going to check back for the next video.